But I know your generation nowadays, you're calling tomato. What's the lifespan of a tomato after it's ripe? Probably that explains why people have a very short-term relationships. Because you begin calling somebody avocado, and once an avocado is ripe, under 7 days, it's rotten.
Hi loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, my name is Rozitta. I've just arrived at church where we're having a youth summit, and we're going to be learning about relationships, singleness, and how to get into marriage the right way. And I decided that's a very good thing, like I should tag you along. We're going to be guided through by my dad, Apostle Paul, and I believe you're going to write down a thing or two, plus afterwards I hope to share with you what I'll have jotted down, the notes I'll have written down, so that you can learn. This is the place where we embody truth, right? In case you haven't subscribed, please join the Truth Channel. Also, I want to give shout outs to several people. First off, I want to send congratulatory message to Paxton. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. Paxton, congratulations on your graduation. Somebody requested me to give you a shout out. Also to give a shout out to Natasha Kabela, all the way from China. Girl, I feel you struggle. I remember you wrote a comment and said that you had to go to the highest part of your was it an apartment or something, because your network is terrible, just to watch me. Thank you so much, girl. I really appreciate you, and there is your shout out. And keep subscribing, and yeah, so let's do this together.
What you know determines so much what you can get of life. Relationship as believers. First thing that I'd like us to know is, according to Lamentation 3 verses 27, there are things that you must settle now. They must settle in your mind, in your heart, and in your character as a young man now. They cannot wait. They have to be done now. The Bible says it is good for a man that he bear the yoke in his youth. What does the Amplified Version say? It's very important to understand that it is good for a man that he should bear the yoke of divine disciplinary dealings in his youth. But the King James says you bear the yoke. This is a yoke that, you know, a yoke in the Bible speaks about responsibility. A yoke on the positive, if it is not a bondage, it speaks about responsibility. That is why it's so important that right now, as a young man, you bear divine disciplinary dealings. Now, having said that, there are 3 levels of relationship that you ought to be aware of, or you need to understand, and then you prepare yourself to go through them. The number one is what I call colleague level. The colleague level. We are in church, and then we have various age groups, and we are in one church. So the first relationship that all of you are expected to be in is a relationship where you are relating on the platform of co-working together. We are co-workers. It's the colleague level. You are working maybe in one department, you are in one church, therefore in this level you must maintain respect of each other and maintain boundaries. The friendship level. The friendship level. Friendship is by choice. Love is a command. This is where you feel that you can get something from another person. You can draw wisdom, value, respect, and so forth from another. So you grow it from being a colleague level to a level where you want now to be friends, spousal level. But it is the level where now you feel No, this one is with the opposite sex, and you like to think about that person in terms of a future partner. So it is a partner's or spousal level. This is a level where you feel now you need to move this friendship to another level, where you would like to reveal your emotions of love to the person, and probably even propose to be in love, and even make it public, beginning with the pastor's office to the parents. You are sure that is the level where you feel now emotionally attached to a person with a view of ending in marriage. That is that level. Now, psychology has proven marriages that last were marriages that were made up of friends. If you want to know a marriage that will last, look for somebody who married a friend. It begins there. And that is why I always encourage, if you think you are of age, don't just jump into somebody because the person is very beautiful. Make friendship first. Basic rules. These are rules that you must ingrain, you must plant them and water them and allow them to germinate in you completely when in matters of relationship. Always be prepared. Never enter into any relationship without preparation. Determine what kind of a person you want before launching out for such. Rule number 3 of relationship: don't confuse lust with love. Lust is excessive emotional crave for a temporal fulfillment. Lust is excessive emotional crave or craving for a temporal fulfillment, while love is a need embedded in the heart for life. A lustful person is thinking nothing other than appearance and being in bed with you. A loving person thinks about your well-being and would not want to be secretive about anything. A lustful person will want to avoid parents or the man of God, but somebody that loves you would like it reported to the man of God and to the parents without any hindrances. So please understand the dynamics of lust. If somebody is lusting after you, the first thing that person wants is secrets. He wants whatever it is you are having to be secretive. If you say, I would like to tell no, it's too early, take it easy. Because it's not love, it's lust. You tell a person, let's go to a post, no, let's take our time. Because the person's agenda is questionable. But if somebody has a genuine love, those who have ever fallen in a genuine love, they never hide it. They don't hide it. They like it to be known. Don't address anyone as sweetheart, darling, my dear, honey, pumpkin, and the rest endearment, unless you have found a wife or a husband. If my daughter sees an SMS from a member in church calling her daddy sweetheart, what if Pastor Grace sees in somebody who has called sweetheart? Yeah, these things we need to look at them, because your generation, I'm saying your generation deliberately because there is the age bracket that between you and me, and your generation has become a liberal generation. You are so free to do things without care or share. I mean, it doesn't bother you. You have lightened things. You have lightened things. But I want you to know in this church, I would like you to follow these rules. It will save you a lot. Do you know what honey is? You did biology. Do you know? Forget the taste. Do you know what it is? Yeah, she told me. So, from the beginning, I've always called her sweetheart or mom. Just that's it. She can call me darling, I can call her darling. But honey, pumpkin, my wife would consider that an abuse. When she considers a pumpkin is a fruit that is perishable. But I know your generation nowadays, you're calling tomato. What's the lifespan of a tomato after it's ripe? Probably that explains why people have a very short-term relationships. Because you begin calling somebody avocado. And once an avocado is ripe, under 7 days, it's rotten. Number 5. If you have to propose to someone, don't be casual about it. If you have to propose to someone, don't be casual about it. Like, can you be my wife? There are people who propose like that. Or some people just come and say, I think the way I've looked you, I think we can get 4 good children with you. What do you think about it? Don't assume the other partner should be the one to support your vision. It could be the other way around, or it could be mutual. This is a challenge I found with many people who want to get into marriage, especially men. Men assume that the one they are marrying is coming to support their vision. It's a standard assumption for most men. You as a man may be the one to support the vision of your wife. And therefore be open-minded. Don't come with a closed mind. That's why we have so many men who are married and they don't allow their wives to leave the house. Now that you're not married, you're supposed to already agree. Do you want a housewife or you want a partner for life? Because if you want to marry somebody who wants to be a housewife, please agree before you marry. Let her tell you that she'll be comfortable to be a housewife. Because that is one of the things that has made many ladies to become very desperate, very devalued, and they have ended up rejecting themselves because they thought they had something for their generation, only to marry a man who put them in a prison. Their home has become their prison. And they are so frustrated. They have potential, they have abilities, but they are not allowed to express those abilities because they married a man who believes that he married somebody to support his thoughts and his ideas. So never assume. During the friendship, before you get to that level of spousal partner, establish that. Because if you try to establish that at the partner spousal level, that person will lie. Or do you want an incubator for just giving you children every year a child, every year a child? Number 7. Avoid hugs, kisses, caresses, and touching in all relationships. These are very good rules. I wish I had known them earlier. I would have helped many. But now that you are here, you will be helped. So number 8. Never use gifts as a mode of communication or intention. Don't use gifts in friendships, in relationships. Avoid gifts. Now, many people who have poor self-esteem think they need reinforcements to make their relationship work. So, they will easily offer gifts. Somebody will bring you a handkerchief. As I saw this, I was passing by, and I thought this would be very good for you. I saw this watch somewhere, and I just saw it would fit your hand very nicely. There's nothing wrong with the gift. It's the message the gift carries that is wrong. You cannot build a true, lasting relationship on gifts. I would like, if somebody is loving my daughter, to love my daughter for who she is, not for what she has given. Okay? Yeah. Because this is where you can, anybody wants to be given something. Please know that. And if I can get things for free by being close to you, and especially for men, they don't mind. They don't mind. We will stay with you as long as we can get what we want. But as far as love is concerned, that is the last thing in the mind of a man. Just let it be. Let us struggle, let him struggle, and let love be without those reinforcements. I call them reinforcements. Yeah. Those gifts, they are reinforcing. They are reinforcing. Hallelujah.
Hey loves, I am back, and what I'll do, I'm going to insert some clips that I recorded for you to watch for yourself. Okay, I'll have done that by the time you're listening to this portion. That's what I'm going to do. And then later on, okay, tomorrow I'm going to continue with the sharing, because it was a 2-hour sharing. I couldn't have recorded the whole thing, so that you can get to learn the deep stuff as well. Bye. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do. If you haven't joined this chariot, tafadhali, please subscribe right now, and then I'll talk to you about.
Oh, una voice note.
Nina vlog. Sikutusalimia. That's my cousin. Kuja. That's my cousin. I'm still in church. That's why people are still interrupting me. Yeah, so I'm going to talk to you about 3 alerts before you decide to get into a relationship, the continuation of the rules of relationship. Thank you so much for watching, and let's go home.